Hello all, thanks for watching. My name is Pranesh Sorimuthu. Today I am going to prepare baked fish biryani. First of all, I'd like to give you a quick introduction of what is biryani for someone who are kind of new to this term. Biryani is basically a mixed rice dish with its origin among the Indian subcontinent. This dish is especially popular throughout the Indian subcontinent. It is made with Indian spices, rice, meat, vegetables, or eggs. The word biryani is derived from the Parisian word biryan, which means fried before cooking. So we can take probably three plates. So the first one we have two chopped onions, one potato, some cilantro and chilies. And the second plate there are some bay leaves and you can say cinnamons and some fennel seeds and cardamom and mint. The third plate I took four pieces of catfishes, and you can see some chili powder, black pepper, turmeric and salt. And here the bowl I took 2 cups of basmati rice and mixed up with the milk for about 10-15 minutes. I think that would be 15 minutes. I think that would be enough. So now we need to do some multitasking here. So I just lit up both the stoves. So what you can see here. So one for putting the fish here, little bit of fry, and then this one is for mixing some biryani masala. So the very first thing is you don't have to put any oil here. Just keep your fish one by one. So I just put all the pieces here. What you can see. And then what we need to do is maybe we can wait for a few minutes, then we can just flip flop all the pieces like this, right? So just make sure the masala should not go off from the piece. So make sure you are just doing it very gently here, and I'm just putting that everything upside down. So just again we can wait for when it comes to the other one. As soon as you feel the vessel is a little bit of heated up, and you can add just 2 spoons of oil. I mean, again I'm using coconut oil here. Okay, now you can see it keeps boiling a little bit, and again I try to reduce it to 50% exactly, from 6 to 5. And the other stuff, probably what you can do is you can just put all the stuff like this, and you see something is popping up. That is perfectly fine. Then you can just make sure it's being mixed up a little bit. And again, make sure this is also a kind of 50% here and there, and make sure it should not be overcooked. And you can you can use your spoon or whatever it is, just to stir here and there. So it should not be there more than I would say 2 to 3 minutes. And as soon as you put this together like this, so again after exactly 3-4 minutes, and you can put your onions, the chopped onions, whatever we have earlier chopped here like this. So once you put all the onions, again make sure you stir it very well, and make sure that is completely mixed with onion. And then again just wait for maybe 4-5 minutes till the onion becomes in a slight golden color. So again to the fish, I would always use this plate and just put it on there, so that again make sure there are some gaps here, and so that you'll feel some kind of softness. So now you can see it's slightly became brown in color, and then you can add up probably 4 spoons of ghee. Here what you can see is I'm just adding about slightly more than 4 spoons. So again you can mix it little more, and I would suggest we can add up little more salt now, so that when you add up salt during this stage, with the onion, so this will get always mixed. I would suggest probably about like 2 spoons of salt here. And again, as soon as you put it, like make sure it is properly mixed, right? Okay, so now you can see it's onion has become completely the golden color. Then what we would put here is the chopped chilies here. And again, make sure you're cutting the chili in a vertical way like this, because whenever we put that in biryani, you don't have to have a kind of micro level cutting. So that is one of the thing. Again, you can just wait for a couple of minutes after you put the chilies here. And now you can add up the tomatoes what we have. Sorry, my camera is kind of little bit shaky because I'm just taking the vegetables back of my place. So again, make sure it is properly mixed together. Then from now on, we need to wait for about 5 minutes. Just the tomatoes get completely mixed up with the onion in a kind of fluid way. So we'll just put it, and probably we can slightly increase the stove heat. Okay, and coming to this other side, we need to take this because it has been like for about 5 minutes. And what we need to do is, again, you can see it is coming out very nice, right? And so just you can flip-flop it one more time. And again, make sure it is the masala is not coming out, right? And so again, you can put back the top onto this. So one thing what we need to do is just we need to preheat the oven for about 400 degrees. We need to preheat for about 5 minutes maybe. Alright, so now you can see it's mixed up very well, and you can see a kind of form here, right? It's not completely fluid, but it's semi-fluid. So now you can add up a little bit of the biryani masala here. Like this much should be enough. Maybe now you can see it's kind of mixed with the masala as well, and also you can see the fish. It's about 60% cooked. So now we can switch off everything else here. So now you can see just put the fishes here. It's about 60% cooked, and then we can, whatever the masala we prepared, we can just keep it there. So just make sure it's kind of evenly placed here. So I'm just putting that here. So make sure everything is kind of coming out of this, and once you can slightly spread something all over the fish. And what you can do is the basmati rice, right? So earlier we mixed that up with the milk. What you can do is you can just put that like this. So again, once you put that, just make sure it's being properly spread across the places, right? And make sure everything is coming out of it. We don't want to have any wastages. So you can see the form here, right? So just trying to put okay, so you can just make sure the rice is kind of spread like this, right? And then we can add up a little bit of water here, and very little, right? very little of water like this, so that the rice can cook well. And so you can see now you can see the stuff, right? So it's kind of partially mixed up with the water, right? So right so I think this would be the kind of perfect stage. So just you can don't touch the fish too much, because that will break. And so you can see the kind of partial water here, not much, but whatever the fish and rice we have, it's sort of mixing up, right? So this is it. And then you can put your cilantro, whatever we have here, just you can put it on the other side like this, right? So that would be good. And that's it. So now we need to close and put it in the oven. So like I said, it's a kind of stage. I'm gonna close it with the foil. So now I'm gonna put this in the oven. So I just put everything in the oven and just closing it. And I'm just putting it for about 450. Around 450 for about 30 minutes. All right. So it's exactly 30 minutes. So I'm gonna open this up. So I'm gonna make sure it's being switched off, and let me see how it's being done. All right. So you're gonna have some surprise. Let me see. Let me take this off. So we'll just when you open, there'll be a lot of smoke, so just make sure you put your hand and stuff accordingly. Wow, it has come out very well. Boo boo boo. Ooh, nice. It's very nicely done. It's properly cooked, and it's perfectly done. So you can see how rice is cooked, and so you can see when you make it like this, make sure the fish is not mixed up. So see, you can see the fish as well. So that is also properly done. You remember, like we just put it just below 60.